Hello Pisces, welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. If you're hearing my voice, you are in the right place. Remember to hit the like button, leave a comment, consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. If there is anything you would like me to pray over, or meditate upon, or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I provide. And remember, Pisces, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And wow, look at the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, this is it. This is it for you. This is the world, the universe kind of turning in your favor now. Your fortunes are changing. And I feel like you are, you're a very generous person, you know? And I feel like you're somebody who I don't know, I feel like you're on a lucky streak. I feel like you're moving into a season where everything's just kind of going to line up for you. But lately, you may have been feeling as if you're at the bottom of the wheel, you know, between the rubber and the road. All that's changing. Luck is turning in your favor. Spirit is giving you the green light. Spirit is opening doors where there were never any doors before. Spirit is putting the right people, places, and things on your path when and where you need them. It is up to you to engage with those things, though. See, this is divine timing. Spirit can put you in the right place at the right time, but if you don't act, the opportunity goes bye-bye. So let's put this into context, and let's make sure you're taking advantage of everything. There we have a fixed air energy with the Prince of Swords. We have a Knight of Wands. We have an Ace of Cups. We have a Prince of Wands, and we have a 10 of Swords. Yes, this is an opportunity for you to get out of some dire straits. This is the moment where all of the bad, unnecessary, meaningless, pointless crap of life falls away. The bars of the birdcage just sort of crumble and return to dust. Okay? You're getting out of a bad situation. You're getting out of something that was not prosperous, something that was not nourishing. This is a dry and desiccated thing. It's a dry hole. You're getting out of it. Okay? Spirit is showing you the way out of it. Follow the signs. Follow the synchronicities. Okay? This is big energy. The story of your life just got a lot better. Over here we have the Knight of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles, the Sun, and a Queen of Swords. Gosh, a lot of court cards here. It may be that you're in, you kind of have a big family, or there's a group of people around you, or this is a work thing. There's coworkers. We have a lot of court cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 court cards. So collectively, the court cards represent a group of people. It could be a group that you're working with. It could be a group of people that are working against you. We don't know yet. Individually, the court cards all represent a different aspect of your personality. Okay, so we'll talk about all of that. But first, the mystery card. Bonus card, confirmation card. This is a random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. This is the factor infinite and unknown. We're going to set it down right over here with Tiny Bob Ross right on top. Happy little Bob. We're not going to look at that happy little card until the very end. It will tie everything together, and it will give us the confirmation that we need at the end of the reading. If at any moment during this message you feel like you might know what that card is, put your prediction in the comment section right below the video. Now, as we look around the room one more time, we see these two major arcana cards, the Wheel of Fortune and the Sun. This is an opportunity for you to really shine. It's time for you to engage with the world here. It's time for you to engage with what Spirit is sending your way. You're at the right place at the right time. Don't shy away. Okay? You manifest a ceiling when you shy away. Use this opportunity. Let your light shine. Act with confidence, act with certainty, act with clarity, and get out of this freaking birdcage. Pisces, you don't belong there. Okay? Spirit is giving you something better. So we have our majors. We've got fire and fire. We've got water in the background here because you want the better life. This is all that hydration. This is dry and desiccated. Okay? So we've got air and air and air. And then we've got our earth cards as well. Okay? So let's talk a little bit about the Wheel of Fortune, because this is divine timing. This is Spirit putting the right people, places, and things on your path, giving you the resources or the opportunities. Your life is changing now. Something is shifting. You're getting onto a new cycle. Yeah, this could be about money, could be about opportunities, doorways that are opening. Say yes to that opportunity. It may be popping up unexpectedly. It may be like here you are going about your daily life, and suddenly there's a new opportunity, and you're saying, no, can you come back tomorrow, please? Doesn't work that way. Okay? This train is coming, and you're either going to get on it, or it's going to keep chugging along. It's going to keep on choogling right by you. Okay? There's a stroke of luck that's happening in your life, and momentum is going to start building up around you. Pay attention to the coincidences, pay attention to the signs and the synchronicities, repeating numbers, repeating phrases. Okay. If this turn is in your favor, how do you cooperate with it? You're working with the wheel here. This is expansion, this is growth, this is profit, this is prosperity. This is you broadening your horizons. This is you realizing that there's a larger world out there and it can be yours. You can have a slice of the pie, In fact, you can have a whole pie to yourself. There's plenty of pies for everybody. Yeah. Well, what we have is a Prince of Swords. This is sometimes someone who is too wrapped up in their head that they're not really seeing the signs. So I think we have to be careful with this, because you're committed to a particular plan or a particular course right now. And if Spirit's coming with this shifting Wheel of Fortune energy, you don't want to be so stuck on your path that you don't see that opportunity. In other words, you're walking with your head down, looking at your feet. You're going to miss everything going on around you. When I was a kid, I used to do that. When I used to walk, I used to just look at my feet. And my dad would always yell at me, watch where you're going. And now I try to, but still find yourself kind of just, we get stuck in our own beliefs, we get stuck in our own values, we get stuck in our own plan, our own narrative, okay? And sometimes it prevents us from seeing those synchronicities, the subtleties. So we're being too logical here. But, logic is good, okay? A mind that is strategic is very good. This is mental agility. It's your ability to solve problems, but you have to be flexible. You have to be open. We don't want to be so rigid that when Spirit gives us an opportunity, we say, well, it's not on my schedule. Can you come back tomorrow? Because, again, it doesn't work that way, okay? So I think that when Spirit shows you these opportunities, you have to immediately start figuring out how you're going to engage those opportunities. You got to quickly formulate a plan and a strategy, even if it feels like it's like Spirit's calling an audible, and feels like it's a sudden shift in the vibe, or a sudden shift in the flow, or suddenly the universe is just tilted a little bit. You got to be ready to go. You don't want to. You're not caught off guard, And so this is your intelligence. And this is serving your clarity. It's not serving ego. It's a disciplined mind. Yeah. Disciplined mind. You're thinking like a strategist. And you're going to take full advantage of whatever Spirit's bringing you. Whatever that Wheel of Fortune is bringing you now. It's like, yeah, we can get lucky. And we step into a little bit of luck. Oh, cool. You're able to parlay that luck into something more, something bigger. because you're able to apply your own intelligence to it, and it multiplies. Okay. But, see, every card leads into the next, right? You have to be the Knight of Wands. You have to be able to leap into action. You don't want to hesitate. Again, when Spirit gives you that Wheel of Fortune or that opportunity that comes in, you don't want to be, you don't want to hesitate. Okay? You have to be right on, kind of like right on schedule. Spirit's putting the right people, places, and things on your path. You got to be bold. You got to leap into action. You don't want to slow the horse down. You don't say, whoa. No, the horse and the rider have to be one unit, and we just have to leap right into action when the opportunity shows up. I think there's part of you that it's ready. There's part of you that's ready for that. I feel like you have this fiery will and this initiative. You know, you are a powerful, creative person. I think you've just been waiting for the right door to open. And now it's opening for you. And you're inspired. You're not intimidated. Even though we've got that sun in this position of the anxiety. And sometimes maybe, this is something inside of you that needs to be brought to the surface, of course, right? But you have that ability to leap. You're ready for the shift. You're ready to rally like all of your energy behind you and leap, and lead the way, putting your vision into a plan and to execute the plan, You're acting like someone who knows why they're here, knows who they are. I think that this needs to be brought out of you. So in other words, when the opportunities come, don't hesitate. Don't hold yourself back. Okay. Don't be timid. Don't shy away from the opportunity. Be passionate, and be intense and be inspired. Initiate the project or the conversation. Engage. You're in the right place at the right time. And this is you doing what you know you need to do in that place at that time. Spirit can lead you to the water but can't make you drink. Spirit can lead you to the doorway of your future but cannot make you walk through. This is you leaping through because you've been waiting for this opportunity for a long time, And the Ace of Cups back here. This is your heart opening. You're ready. You're ready for that spiritual flow. Yeah. This is your soul coming alive. This is allowing inspiration in. This is kind of like your purpose in life. And I think you're someone that has a strong sense of purpose. I think you know why you're here. And I think we've just been waiting for like the universe to align. Again, I feel like you've been kind of in a rough patch at the bottom of the wheel. But you never gave up on your dream or your purpose or your mission or your goals. You still have love in your heart no matter what the universe throws at you. This was always there. This remained. And I think now everything is aligning and you're able to get out of this birdcage. You're able to free yourself from what's been holding you back. And this is the source of all that water too. This is like there's been just joy and jubilation. It's like somebody dammed the river. Like somebody shut off the tap and this has just been contained. Well, now it's being let loose. I think life is going to get a whole heck of a lot better. I really do. This is big, big energy. Yeah. It's time for you to start that dream. I feel like that doorway is opening now. We don't have to feel like we're contained or held back from anything. The Prince of Wands here is your discipline, your drive. You're a very charismatic person. I think that there's a reluctance for you to let yourself be seen. There's a reluctance for you to step into the spotlight. But once you do, you're comfortable there. You belong there. You have this burst of energy that's happening, and this is your ability to sustain that enthusiasm. Allow it to be visible. You don't have to tone it down. You're taking action toward the goal that you've been wishing for a long time, that Ace of Cups. You're taking that a calculated risk that moves your story forward. You're traveling, you're moving, you're being bold, you're reaching out. You're using your charm, your authenticity, and you're using your wisdom and your passion. And this is sustainable effort. You're being bold, you're being intentional, and you're engaging with that wheel of fortune. And I think it's going to lead to the greatest breakthrough of your life, the greatest leveling up, and a sense of freedom. Getting out of that birdcage finally. Yeah, the sun in Gemini. It could be a birdcage of self-doubt. It could be a birdcage of scarcity mindset. It could be a paradigm shift. But something restrictive, something false, something illusory, something dry and desiccated and lifeless, something not nourishing, is collapsing. Yeah. The old situation is at its true end point. And you're done. And you're letting the chains fall away from you. And you're letting yourself acknowledge that that old life is truly over. It's done. And to me, it feels like it was a birdcage. It was a situation that was holding you back from your full potential. It was keeping you small. It's the last page of that chapter. And when this mental structure collapses, it allows you to imagine life outside the walls. Let this end. Okay, this is now the old life is becoming ruins. Like the ruins of an old civilization. This is a pivotal point for you. Now that this is done, something else can begin. And I feel like you're stepping up big time here for this. Big time. Now, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do. Okay? It's a wonderful way to support the channel. It's a free way to support the channel, and it really helps the channel big time. Yeah, and I appreciate you. So your general energy now becomes the Knight of Pentacles, the ability to look into the future. See, now that the old structure is collapsing, it's allowing you to imagine a new future. You see, suddenly now we see wow, my life really has a pretty good path. I never thought my life could go this way, but here it is. It's a streak of good luck. And something is happening. A significant shift in energy is happening now that's going to open up that path of really good fortune for you. You're going to be on a winning streak, okay? And it's allowing you to envision a different future from the one that you were expecting before. We thought this was our future. Well, now that this is a vision that's crumbling before your eyes. And you're able to now kind of behold a new vision. The Knight of Pentacles looking into the future and seeing a different path for us. A path of prosperity, a path of harvest, a path of love, a path of fulfillment, a path of hard work. Yeah, climbing the mountain. Feeling like we're getting the assistance of the universe. It's going to feel like the universe is conspiring to help get you up the mountain. Yeah. And things are shifting now. Two of Pentacles in the environment. things are starting to change. I think this is your relationship with the environment is changing. The way that you used to interact with the world is now changing. Okay? This is you adapting. This is resources now shifting. In other words, I feel like this is the world around you moving positions in order to benefit you. Okay, so it's kind of like resources are being shifted around, money's moving around, and it's gonna be for your benefit. Okay, I feel like your routine is gonna change, the money is gonna change, the schedule may change. Okay, but you're adapting to that. Things are shifting in your favor, and at first it may seem like it's kind of the ground beneath your feet is swaying and shifting, you know. Adjust your budget, adjust your timing, adjust your commitments, maintain your balance. Okay? Things don't need to be stable while they're evolving. So the Wheel of Fortune is coming in and it feels like the world is shaking, the earth is shaking because of that Wheel of Fortune. But just know that it's shaking for you. This is energy that's rocking your world, you know. But it's rearranging the environment for you. Yeah. You're dancing with this instead of resisting this. You know, and change is not chaos. This is the psyche and this is life seeking a new equilibrium. Stay loose, stay responsive. This is a cycle that's beginning. It's working in your favor. Okay. And stay balanced. Make sure that you work, you rest, you spend, you save, you give, you receive. Okay, maintain that balance. But most of all, let yourself shine. Let it flow, let it show, and shine. This is your authentic self. This is success and clarity and optimism and hope. This is a win. This is pure gold. Okay? This is your true self shining. That you're acknowledging, you're believing that, okay, this opportunity is meant for me. It is especially here for you. This is the week for clarity. Lean into that. Let yourself be seen. Don't hide your gifts. Don't hide your wins. This is going to make you smile. Celebrate your progress. Okay? Say yes to those opportunities. There's going to be a really good mood and really good luck, you know. So share that. Stand in your light. Shine openly. This is not the time for you to dim your light. This is your authentic self. And so in this position, it's the anxiety. Sometimes it makes us anxious to think about, like, I'm going to be, like, everyone's going to be looking at me. Like, I'm going to be the center of attention, or I'm going to be the one that everybody, even if you're successful, it's kind of like, it's weird being the successful person because everybody's going to be looking at you. And it's like, oh, they expect me to say something profound, or no. People just admire you for you. And who cares what they think anyway? Let yourself feel proud of your path now, of your trajectory, of your ongoing and continued success. Now, we have a Queen of Swords here as well. And this is your objective viewpoint. You're trying not to get too in the ego, you know? You're trying to stay objective and trying to maintain this view of life that is kind of detached from the emotions. I'm looking at the bigger picture. And it may even be the need for boundaries right now. Again, we have a lot of court cards. So I do feel like there are a lot of people that are either relying on you or a lot of people that are going to be witnessing your success. You've got to have boundaries. You've got to use your intuition. You've got to trust in that intuition. And don't let anybody come into your life and try to drain you or confuse you especially if now you are that radiant sun and people can see that you're successful. Everybody's going to try to sell you something. Everybody's going to try to, to confuse you or somehow get a piece of your pie. Say what you think, but have boundaries. Make sure that your discernment can cut through any kind of flattery or drama or manipulation. And look at the reality underneath. People are going to try to convince you of things. People are going to try to sell you on stuff that is not for you. Okay? Use your insight to see into people's true agendas. Okay? Be discerning. And trust your read on people. I feel like you can see into people pretty well. Trust in that. Whatever your first read is on a situation is probably true. Okay? So maybe that there's some vultures that are going to be coming out of the woodwork. Let's look at the mystery card, though. And maybe some pentacles. I feel like we're moving into pentacles territory here. So maybe a 6, maybe a 3, 4, 6, 9, or 10 of pentacles. If you have a prediction, please put it in the comments. The Justice card. Okay, that's good. Because this is higher wisdom and discernment. This is your ability to make choices. This is your ability to weigh the options and to weigh something's value. This is your objectivity. But this is also the feeling like the universe is kind of restoring the balance for you. This is your karmic reward. I feel like you've suffered a lot. The wheel, it felt like the wheel was against you for a time. Now I feel like something's being rebalanced. There's a correction. Okay? The wheel is now turning in your favor. You need to take full advantage of this while it's here. Yeah. But stay aligned with your higher wisdom, stay aligned with your values. But ride this current of prosperity and take advantage. Okay? Anyway, let's do an extended reading. If you want to stick around, please click on the link in the corner or the link in the video description. Pisces, subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. Leave a comment and let me know where in the world you're watching from. I want you to know that you are the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you and I love you. And we are all in this together.